can't downpick, but that's okay. If you can't downpick to save your life, this is gonna be the right video for you. In this video, I'm going to be showing you a couple of riffs that's gonna get your right hand going really fast and help you get as fast as James Hetfield when it comes to downpicking. Just kidding, that's impossible. But it's gonna get you pretty damn close. If you wanna downpick like this, the first Metallica riff you're going to be learning is Ride the Lightning. Now I know that's counterintuitive because it's pretty slow, it's a pretty slow riff. But it's a cool riff, it's a very nice riff to start off with, just because it is downpicked even though it's kinda slow, but if you downpick really hard, which is kinda needed for that riff, you can't really go all classical musician style, barely touching the strings like... Because that doesn't sound good. You need to beat the strings really hard, which if you play that whole song for 7 minutes just going like really picking really hard at your guitar, it's going to increase stamina, which is one of the key points in playing really fast Metallica downpick songs. Just look at this difference of picking it softly and picking it hard. It's way better, it sounds way better, the attack is more aggressive, and it's gonna sound tighter if you track multiple guitars, just like they did on any record, right? Moving on to number 2, we're gonna go back to Kill 'Em All, and we're gonna have 2 riffs back to back. First riff is the No Remorse main riff. Why that riff is really good for learning is it's a little faster, but it's still not as fast as Seek and Destroy middle part, for example. So, the main riff of No Remorse. Did I also mention that all of these riffs are really fun to play after you learn them? Alright, so, next riff we're gonna be tackling now, that you learned No Remorse, is Seek and Destroy's middle riff. There you go. So this riff right here, the one important thing is downpicking through the tail of the riff as well. So going instead of... Don't legato that thing, because if you listen to the recording, it's also picked. Maybe James alternate picked it, but I really doubt it, dude. Because the riff itself is way faster than... So he probably just downpicked it. So yeah, learn this riff, and let's move on to the next one. One of the key riffs to start speeding up your downpicking is Creeping Death. Really, really important milestone of a riff for any rhythm guitar player. Now after you've learned this riff up to speed, and if you can play it for the whole song, you've reached a very important milestone in downpicking. Now you're ready for some harder stuff. Harder stuff being, let's learn how to do string skipping with downpicking, and a very good riff for that is from their new album, and it's called Chasing Light. Chasing Light is really good. The string skipping allows you to get into more difficult stuff, and if you learn how to do that big movement from the E to the D string, then you're ready to start easing into Master of Puppets. So next riff we're gonna be tackling to make sure you can start easing into Master of Puppets is Through the Never, main riff. You can tell it has the kind of the same structure as Master of Puppets, but it's a little slower, and the whole finger jumpy technique is still there, but it's not as difficult as Master of Puppets, like making you need to like use all of your fingers basically. So instead of going, you're just going. It's just these two fingers right here. The middle fingers, that's it, that's all you need. So now, you have all of these into your arsenal, and if you can play them up to speed, let's get into Master of Puppets. Alright, Master of Puppets. Now, this one you should proceed with caution, learn it really slow, and build the speed up. Tendonitis is a real thing. It's not fun to not be able to play guitar for weeks and not be able to pick up basically your phone because you went way too hard with downpicking with no warm-ups. So here's the disclaimer of the video. Please warm up before playing really fast stuff on guitar. If you're just gonna mess around and like play really slow stuff on guitar, it's alright. But if you're gonna go into the fast stuff, just like Master of Puppets, please warm up. Now we have reached the most advanced level of downpicking in terms of speed and endurance, and that is Blackened. This song is something else, man. Master of Puppets doesn't even compare to it. Maybe the verse riff of Master of Puppets, because it's a long passage of just going 220 BPM fucking really quick. But this song is something else, because it incorporates string skipping, really weird like note choices, and like galloping just the tail end of that note choice thingy. And it's a broken gallop. It's just two. It's not. It's. So. It's really weird to learn that technique. and to remember the notes as well. So Blackened would be on my list for the hardest song, and if you have reached Blackened in terms of difficulty and all of that, you are ready to be crowned a downpicker. It really means nothing. It just means you're really good at downpicking, you got the stamina needed, and now you can learn more complex stuff. For example, if you want to like delve into Gojira stuff, you're gonna need a lot of fast galloping for extended periods of time, and downpicking is really gonna help with that. So anyway, I hope you found this video useful. Now go out there, learn those riffs, and become a downpicker. It's really fun, and it's a really good skill to have. See you in the next video. Keep shredding.